Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the last exit on the highway? Today, we're venturing into America's most hidden corners. Ultra-remote towns where life moves to a different rhythm. These are places where the pavement ends and real stories begin, far from crowds and noise. Here, people choose a life away from the mainstream, in canyons, deserts, and mountains. The night sky is so clear, you can almost touch the stars, and community is a lifeline. Are you ready? Let's step into the quiet, forgotten pockets of America. Our first stop is Supai, Arizona, deep in the Grand Canyon. So remote, mail still arrives by mule. There are no roads here. You arrive by hiking, mule, or helicopter, entering a world apart. The havasupai people have called this canyon home for centuries, balancing tradition and necessity. The turquoise waterfalls of Havasu Creek are the community's lifeblood, but every supply must make the journey in. Supai is a testament to survival and the enduring spirit of its people. Welcome to Utqiagvik, Alaska, the northernmost town in the U.S., where the sun disappears for months in winter and never sets in summer. Over 4,000 people, mostly Inupiat, thrive in relentless cold and wind. The annual whale hunt binds generations together. Here, community is everything. Neighbors rely on each other for survival. Joy is found in shared meals, basketball, and the northern lights. In the heart of Nebraska lies Monowi, a town of one. Meet Elsie Eiler, mayor, librarian, and tavern owner, the soul of her community. She opens the Monowi Tavern daily, welcoming regulars from miles around. Elsie pays taxes to herself, grants her own liquor license, and keeps the town's memory alive. Though her husband is gone, Elsie is rarely alone. Travelers come from all over to meet her. Monowi shows that community can be defined by a single determined spirit. Buford, Wyoming, once the nation's smallest town. Founded during the Transcontinental Railroad boom, Buford dwindled to a single resident, Don Salmons, who ran the trading post. In 2012, Don auctioned off the entire town, capturing imaginations worldwide. Now owned by a Vietnamese businessman, Buford stands as a symbol of the American West's boom and bust cycle. Just a tiny dot on the map, with a surprisingly big story. In Whittier, Alaska, almost all 200 residents live in Begich Towers. Accessible only by a one-lane tunnel, this former Army barracks holds the post office, police, school, and more. Kids go to school without stepping outside, shielded from the fierce Alaskan weather. Life here creates a unique closeness. Everyone is neighbor, grocer, and friend. Whittier is a vertical village, a human beehive on the wild Alaskan coast. Welcome to Mentone, Texas, the county seat of the least populated county in the U.S. This tiny town is just a handful of buildings, surrounded by endless desert and oil derricks. With no grocery stores or traffic lights, life here is stripped to the essentials. Community thrives at the local cafe, where everyone gathers for coffee and conversation. Mentone stands as a testament to rugged individualism and the vastness of America. In Minnesota's Iron Range sits Hibbing, a town that moved itself to survive. Built atop rich iron ore, Hibbing was relocated 2 miles to make way for mining. Now, the colossal Hullrust Mahoning mine stands where Hibbing once was. The town's spirit endures, shaped by miners and the legacy of Bob Dylan. Deep in Alaska's Wrangell St. Elias National Park lies McCarthy, where the road ends and wilderness begins. Once a copper mining hub, it was abandoned, then revived by off-grid pioneers in the 1970s. Today, about 50 residents live off-grid, generating power and hauling water. McCarthy is for those who want to be part of the wilderness, not just visit it. Ten Sleep, Wyoming, named for its distance between Native American camps, is a gateway to adventure. With just over 200 people, It's a classic small western town with a beloved brewery and general store. The real draw is the surrounding wilderness, world-class rock climbing, hiking, and fishing. 10 Sleep serves as a base camp for explorers. Here, the greatest treasures are found in nature. Oatman, Arizona, on Route 66, is a former gold town now famous for its wild burros. Descendants of miners' burros roam the streets, charming visitors and blocking traffic. Wooden sidewalks and staged gunfights evoke the Old West. Oatman nearly became a ghost town, but quirky history and stubborn donkeys keep it alive. It's a lively piece of the frontier where the past walks beside you. Elk City, Idaho is surrounded by millions of acres of national forest, about as remote as it gets. Born from a gold rush, the town now draws those seeking solitude and a deep connection to nature. Winters are long and isolating. Summers are for fishing and exploring endless trails. Here, self-sufficiency is a necessity. Elk City trades convenience for the richness of wild living. Near Zion National Park, Grafton is one of the West's most photographed ghost towns, founded by Mormon pioneers. Plagued by floods and hardship, it was eventually abandoned. Today, a few residents and preservationists keep its history alive. Grafton is a quiet life lived in the shadow of history. In southern Oregon, Kiloquin sits at the confluence of two rivers, home to the Klamath tribes. Once a timber town, it's now a haven for fishing, birdwatching, and exploring nearby Crater Lake. Small but rich in natural beauty and community spirit, life here is about simple pleasures and knowing your neighbors. Chiloquin shows a town's greatest asset is its land and lifestyle. In Greenbank, West Virginia, your cell phone won't work. This is the National Radio Quiet Zone. The Greenbank telescope listens to the universe, so radio silence is strictly enforced. Residents live without Wi-Fi or microwaves. Wi-Fi police patrol for rogue signals. This digital detox fosters real community. People talk, kids play, and life slows down. Greenbank is a refuge for those seeking relief from electromagnetic waves. In the Chihuahuan Desert, Terlingua is a ghost town alive. Artists and musicians rebuilt the ruins into a quirky community. Life is tough. Scorching summers, scarce water. The Starlight Theater is the heart of town. The annual chili cook-off draws thousands. Terlingua is more than buildings, it's the people. Centralia, Pennsylvania is a town on fire, literally since 1962, when a coal mine ignited beneath it. Most residents left as the fire spread, but a handful refused to abandon their homes. Now, only a few remain, living atop a smoldering ghost town. Centralia is a haunting reminder of nature's power and human stubbornness. It's a place almost erased, but not forgotten. Hanksville, Utah, is so otherworldly it's used as a stand-in for Mars. With just 200 residents, it's a gateway to Capitol Reef and the Mars Desert Research Station. Scientists in spacesuits practice for Mars missions here. Life is quiet, surrounded by the vast, silent desert. Hanksville is where the Wild West meets the final frontier. In the Sonoran Desert lies Slab City, the last free place in America. This off-grid, lawless community sits on an old marine base. Snowbirds, drifters, and artists call it home, at least part of the year. There's no electricity or water, just radical freedom and creative chaos. Salvation Mountain and the Range welcome all. Slab City is a raw experiment in survival and self-governance. High in the Rockies, Silverton is a former mining town turned alpine jewel. Accessible by the $1 Million Highway or a historic steam train, it's surrounded by breathtaking peaks. Winters are harsh, but residents embrace the isolation and tight-knit community. Tourism and outdoor adventure now drive the economy. Silverton is where history and adventure meet in a spectacular setting. Our final stop is St. Paul Island in the Bering Sea, a place ruled by nature. Home to the largest Aleut community, and millions of seabirds and fur seals, the island is a wildlife spectacle. The Unangan people's lives are shaped by the sea and storms that can cut off the island for weeks. Here, you feel the raw power of the planet and witness nature's spectacle. St. Paul Island is a fitting end to our journey to America's farthest edges. Our journey ends, but the stories linger, from the Grand Canyon to the Bering Sea, from towns of one to communities under a single roof. These places are filled with resilience, independence, and the enduring power of community. They remind us there's more to America than cities and suburbs. Thank you for exploring these hidden towns with us. Until next time, keep exploring and never lose sight of the beauty just off the beaten path.